Let's add ocean modifier to this cube and scale it. Change the resolution viewport to 12 and then rename with ocean and hide. Now let's add the landscape. If you don't find it, go to preferences and enable landscape add-on. Now change operator preset to rock. Move it and add a rock again. This time change the random seeds value so that we get a new rock. Move them to a new collection and hide. Now let's add the sapling tree generator. If you can't find it, you'll need to go to preferences and enable sapling tree generator add-on. Press F9 to bring back the properties for tree. Change load preset to small pine and change setting to branch splitting. Then level to 3. After that, lower the bevel values and go to the leaf settings, click on show leaves and then increase the amount value to 1000. Now select the leaves and give it a new material and also for a tree. After that, we will add a tree again and this time change the values of random seeds for a different looking tree. Now the same material will be given to the leaves and tree as given earlier. Move them to a new collection. Let's take a cube and extrude the top face and scale it on the x-axis. Now select and duplicate the above three faces and then press right click for cancel the movement and then press P and click on selection. Now these faces has become a new object. Let's extrude faces with extrude faces along normal by pressing Alt E. Let's adjust the hut roof by scaling in y-axis. And then also adjust the hut by scaling it from different axes. Now let's select the top face and make a separate object and then extrude and scale just like I did. Add circle with 8 vertices and adjust the position and scale around the front of hut model. Go into the edit mode and the edge select mode and extrude and scale down. Now select faces and extrude in y-axis. After that, add cube in edit mode of circle and then place in the mid of circle. Now select faces, press Alt E, extrude individual faces and move in y-axis to look better. For making windows, we need to add a plane on the side of hut. After that, scale around the wall and then scale upper vertices for make proportion of window. Now extrude plane and then subdivide front faces and press I 2 times for make holes in window. After that, adjust rotation of window. Now set origin to the cursor and then add mirror modifier. Now select face and make separate object. After that, scale down and adjust the position. Change global to normal by pressing comma and change position and scale. After that, change normal to global. Extrude on Z axis, press S and then Z and hit 0. Now follow this extruding process. Select the hut and roof and duplicate them and scale down and change position like I did. Let's make a door by adding a cube. After adding a cube, scale with upper faces for make door proportion like hut. Select these two faces and press I and then delete. After that, select edges and click on bridge edge loops. Now select this face and make a separate object. Let's extrude on x-axis, then press S, X, then hit 0. Now add mirror modifier. Let's adjust the rotation and position according to the small hut. Now select all objects and apply all transform and fix mirror axis. Add bevel modifier one by one to every object. For this part, we will add bevel manually. After adding bevel modifier, just change amount and segments values for better look. Now let's select edges for this one and add a bevel by pressing Ctrl B. Check if everything is okay. HUD modeling is completed. Let's import a background image which you can download from the description. Change the opacity and position for better view. Now let's add cylinder and then scale down and match with the bottom side of this pole image. We will work on wireframe mode. Now to make this round shape, we will extrude then shrink it by scale down and then extrude and then enlarge as in my video. Now we will make the rest of the round shape in the same way which you can see me doing in the video. After completing that process, let's add subdivision surface modifier. So as we can see, it's not working as well. To fix this, we have to select some of the edges below. Then we have to give it that bevel. Now enable shade smooth and now it looks good. Now, in the same way we have to give bevel to the remaining round shape by selecting the edges. And this way this process is completed. So now we have to make these lamp holder pipes. So now let's take a cylinder and go into the edit mode and make it little longer. Now press Ctrl R and make some loop cuts. And then add simple deform modifier and click on the bend. Apply all transform and set origin to geometry. Now let's rotate it according to our model. Make a copy before applying a deform modifier for save file. Now we will select its edges and extrude and scale it according to our image. As the pole has that round shape, we have to make it in the same way as we did before, just in a slightly different way. Select one edge and then press Ctrl B for loop cut with 3 cuts value. For making these loop cuts, scroll up. So maybe now you know how to make it. You can change the edges position by double pressing G for different looks of shape. Now apply shade smooth, add subdivision modifier. Like we made it better with loop cuts earlier, have to do the same thing again. Now let's improve it by changing the edges position, scale and with loop cuts. Now let's add mirror modifier and see how it looks like. Let's make the lamp now. Add cylinder with 6 vertices. Now we will scale it according to the image in edit mode. Now as I extruded and scale it, you do it too. Now select these faces and press double I. Press Alt E and click on extrude individual faces. Add bevel modifier. Now select these faces and duplicate. Press right click to cancel the movement and press P and click on selection. Now these faces become a new object. Now let's scale it and make it look better. Now add a cylinder with 32 vertices and make this design. We will do the same thing again by giving loop cuts and making them better by applying modifiers. Now we will duplicate some smaller models of this at these angles so that the lamp will look even better. Now lamp modeling is completed.